Welcome everyone to another episode of The Asylum with Harley and Joker, with Lisa down there rocking out to our theme song.
Oh, wait, you want to hear one?
Okay, guys, thanks for joining us. We've got, of course, the King Joker himself today.
Yep, everybody's favorite Juggalo crooner is back once again to have some fun with some oldies music.
And we have the music god CJ himself joining us, and also Lisa from Yeah,
Very true, very true.
Mhm.
And yeah, this one's gonna be I don't know. It was better than the 52 bracket the playlist. I'll tell you that much. But
Oh, yeah.
I'll be glad when we get into like the 60s because I'm pretty done
It's-
with the 50s
it's-
already.
no, the late 50s I think actually get good. There's some artists that pop up in the late 50s that are
You'll
now
recognize.
internationally famous now. So, and because in 50 when we get to 56 it jumps to 3 parts per bracket. So that's when they start doing the Billboard Top 100 instead of 30. So
Mm.
but all right, let's start off with CJ, of course, because the alphabet's a thing. And it's the lowest ranked song on this bracket, number 30, Have You Heard by Joni James, who is on this bracket multiple times, versus number 16 ranked P.S. I Love You by the Hilltoppers.
Oh, we're Hilltoppers. I'm sorry.
Hilltoppers get a vote, and were the Hilltoppers not just in the doo-wop bracket we did, I think?
They might have
I
been.
feel like they had one song in it. I feel like I didn't want to go back and look because who has time? But Harley, which way you want to go?
P.S. I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I kind of like the Joni James song. Have you heard who he's sleeping with now? Like I don't know. It has like attitude towards it, like young early Dolly Parton shit. So yeah, screw it. I'll give one to Joni James. I like that song. But Lisa, which way do you want to go?
Oh, definitely. P.S. I love you.
Okay. As I was
I'm
bringing up the
sorry.
conclusion-
I just didn't like her voice on this. There are other Have You Heards that I really did like.
I will get into.
No. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'll be getting into that with another Joni James song in this bracket.
Mm-hmm. Got ya.
My daughter just came in. She's like, "Are you podcasting during the day?" I'm like, "Yeah." People complain if it's too late. But that means Harley starts the next match off. Number 29 ranked C.S. Sibon by Eartha Kitt versus number 15 ranked St. George and the Dragonette by Stan Freberg.
St. George and the Dragonette.
Yeah, I at first I did like that Eartha Kitt song, but as I listened to it multiple times, I'm like, this song isn't that good. The St. George and the Dragonette song is pure comedy and freaking hilarious. I loved it. I couldn't stop laughing at it every time I heard it. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
I got to agree. I think Stacey Bone is a good song. There are other versions I like better. There are other Eartha Kitt songs I like way better. So St. George.
Oh yeah, that St. George song is freaking full of just great puns. You slay me. Well, actually, that's what we're talking about. I know that freaking hilarious. Like I would, I want to listen. I got to listen to more of his stuff because he's funny. But which way you want to go, CJ? Eartha Kitt or?
Yeah, I'm going Eartha Kitt. I like the Eartha Kitt song. That was one of my top 3. So
taken out by a comedy bit, but it was better than the comedy bit.
Say it's a TV theme show for Dragnet.
Oh yeah, it is. But,
yeah,
it is. But they put comedy to it and make it funny. So it was kind of a riff on Dragnet. But that means I start off the next one, and it's number 28 ranked With These Hands by Eddie Fisher, or number 14 ranked Ruby by Richard Heyman. Ruby was a nice instrumental piece. I
Not a big fan of instrumentals myself.
I am if they're done right. The Blue Tango from '52 was freaking done right. I could listen to that all day, but Ruby, I got bored with it pretty fast. Eddie, I'm gonna have to give it to Eddie Fisher. I enjoyed that song, and Eddie Fisher is usually pretty pleasant to listen to. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
Eddie Fisher. This wasn't even my favorite instrumental on this list.
No, this year was big on instrumentals, surprisingly. But which way you want to go, CJ?
Eddie Fisher.
And Harley?
Sorry, what were the titles? I'm looking at my list.
With These Hands or Ruby?
I'm going with These Hands.
Yeah, I got a feeling a lot of the instrumentals are going to get voted out in first round, but I could be surprised. And that means that Lisa finally gets to start one out. And it's going to be number 27 ranked Limelight, Terry's Theme by Frank Chaxfield versus number 13 ranked Pretend by Nat King Cole.
Oh, Nat King Cole.
And CJ?
Nat King Cole all day.
And Harley?
Nat King Cole.
Yeah, we're getting a sweep in this one because Nat King Cole is amazing always, and Limelight was another okay instrumental. It wasn't amazing. But that means the next matchup is going to get started off by CJ again, and here we go. It's number 26 ranked Your Cheating Heart by Joni James, or number 12 ranked Ebb Tide by Frank Chaxfield. Oh, we have two repeaters in this one.
I didn't really like either one of these. Your Cheating Heart, I guess I'll go with. I mean, it was better. It's nowhere near as good as Hank
Williams.
Yeah. Is nowhere near as good as the Hank version, but it is better than the other song.
Yeah. Harley, which way you want to go?
Exactly what CJ said.
Yeah, I actually was going to say exactly what CJ said, because actually the episode of Musers Harley was the guest on, Chancey brought Hank Williams' Greatest Hits, and that song was on it. So,
wow.
Yeah.
See, that's the one I could get into because I grew up on.
I brought Ice Nine Kills, and neither of them liked them at all, even though that's my jam.
I said they were okay.
Ice Nine Kills.
Oh, Ice Nine Kills. I thought you said Einstein Stills, and I was like, wait, I don't know that one.
Yeah, right?
I love
it. It sounded like she said Einstein. It did, but
CJ knows who Ice Nine Kills is.
I know.
That song, that Battery's Not Included. That's my, that's my jam right there. I get in the car and just crank the shit out of that one, This is the twisted little demonic boy, or the twisted little demonic toy will make you his bitch.
No, that is not the version I know of Batteries Not Included.
No. It's basically a song. It's basically it's a song about Chucky, basically. So
all their songs are based off of like horror movies.
But Spencer's really good at writing lyrics based on horror movies. Like,
I can get into that probably.
Yeah, but I never said I didn't like them. I just said they're not the greatest thing I've ever heard. I mean, I think my exact words were they're not motionless. It sounds like they're trying
very sexy, so we'll leave it at that.
You know what? People compare them all the time to Motionless in White, and I don't think it's even close.
Motionless in White is a whole different.
I was going to say Chris is not nearly as talented as Spencer is when it comes.
And the murder victim is his wife. In every scene and every concert, the person who dies, that's his wife.
Yeah, I don't know. I prefer Motionless in White. I've heard two of their albums all the way through, and they're freaking phenomenal. And to me, they're very similar. To me, they're very, very similar genres. But That's my opinion. There's other ways to look at it, but which way you want to go, Lisa? Is it Joni James or Frank Chaxfield?
Okay, what were the songs again? I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah, Your Cheating Heart versus Ebb Tide.
Oh, Your Cheating Heart. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all good.
I had already marked it off as winning.
Well, Joni James will have another chance to go through to the second round in this next one as well, and it gets started off by Harley. It's number 25 ranked "Why Don't You Believe Me" by Joni James, or number 11 ranked "Oh" by Pee Wee Hunt.
I'm going with O because you can't go wrong with the good O.
You can go wrong with a good "Oh," but it's that damn song. That song is boring as shit, and it's another instrumental. So, yeah, I will easily. Having just heard this song for the first time, literally like a half hour ago now. "Why Don't You Believe Me" is actually really good. Actually, that's my song list on Spotify because after hearing it once, because I thought Joy James did a really good job with that. So I'm gonna go with her on that. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
I'm just gonna say that Pee Wee Hunt was my favorite instrumental on this, and it's still my fourth from the bottom. So I'm going with "Why Don't You Believe Me."
And CJ.
I don't have it up. I kind of like the whole Pee Wee song because it had like the trumpets in it.
Mm-hmm.
I dig a cool trumpet song. I'll leave that open to interpretation, but so
it goes along with the whole good O thing.
Yeah. It takes a good Trump song to make a good O, so there you go. But so if CJ's going with Mr. Pee Wee here, my bike. But then that means we actually have to do a coin flip, and I had it up just in case that gate to that. I didn't think it would really in this one, but oh well. And since CJ, you chose Pee Wee, so heads or tails?
Well, heads always.
Tells is always wins. Tells wins always. See, Tells should have gone with Tells.
No.
Tells.
Well, Harley, you should know. You're supposed to go with heads first, then tails. Come on. But that means that Joni James does move into the second round yet again. But actually, okay, she'll be facing herself in the next round. That's awesome.
Oh, cool.
And here we go. This one gets started off by me, and it's number 24 ranked "Crying in the Chapel" by June Valley versus number 10 ranked "I Believe" by Frankie Lane. And I like both these songs, but after hearing this in our doo-wop bracket, I gotta say Elvis's version of "Crying in the Chapel" is so much better.
Oh, so much.
But I mean, I didn't mind her version too much. But I mean, I Believe Frankie Lane's amazing, and "I Believe" is a freaking fun ass song. So I gotta go with "I Believe." But which way you want to go, Lisa?
Yep.
And CJ?
I didn't like her voice, and it was overproduced.
Yeah, I'll do "I Believe."
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I know you're not about to agree with me on Elvis. I know that's not happening, but as Chancey would famously say, not Elvis. But which way you want to go, Harley?
Let's give it a sweep.
Which means I believe we'll go on to face one of the two songs getting a bye in this bracket as the highest ranked song on each side. So that means we can go to the other side of round one, and you get started off by Lisa. Oh God, this matchup's gonna suck. But it's number 23 ranked "Tell Me a Story" by Frankie Lane and Jimmy Boyd, or number 8 ranked "No Other Love" by Perry Como.
Perry Como. It's not even close for me.
And
I don't
CJ?
Yeah.
Yes, in the how do I want to say this? In dedication of Judge Harry Stone, the correct answer is always Perry Como.
Did you watch the reboot?
The what?
Have you watched the reboot?
Yeah, I haven't seen the newest season, but I have seen it, and I really like.
I like it.
I do too. I'm kind of pissed off they canceled it because it really.
I know, right?
It was really starting to. It started off a little slow, but it was starting to get its wings, and bringing Roz back was a great move. And unfortunately, Richard died before they could work him in.
Oh,
I know. He would have been like just the perfect. But I love that she's working.
Maybe they ought to bring like a daughter or a son in his honor. Fits the theme. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, she's slowly working in the Big Bang people. So,
right.
Like,
and which way you want to go, Harley?
Yep.
Oh, you all suck. I love that "Tell Me a Story" song.
That is not your fault.
What a great song that's just trying to hide fucking drunken fights that you to lie to your kids about and spanking your child. Like, it's just so full of 50s. It just screams 1953. And my kids are literally singing along with the chorus in the car listening to it. Like, it's such a good song.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Perry Como, so I'm not too disappointed. But still, why couldn't the next matchups be split with the face of those two songs? Really, like, it would have been so much easier. That should have been round 2. But that means we're back up to CJ, and it's number 22 ranked "Dragnet" by Ray Anthony, going against number 7 ranked "April in Portugal" by Les Baxter. That's right, folks. It's an instrumental battle.
Yeah,
that happened.
April in Portugal made me think of something from The Godfather or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it had that Italian sort of gangster movie vibe to it.
But that's not a bad thing.
No, but it's an instrumental, and 50s instrumentals are really. What was the other one? What was
Dragnet by Ray Anthony.
Yeah, I didn't really like Dragnet either. I guess we'll go with Dragnet.
I mean, it's a literal TV theme, but which way you want to go, Harley?
What were the options?
Dragnet versus April in Portugal.
Dragnet.
And I honestly liked April in Portugal. It was relaxing, and like CJ said, it had that Godfather feel to it, and I like that. That was, and it's Les Baxter. He's famous for a freaking reason. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
It's a tie, baby. Flip it.
All right, Lisa. Have it your way.
I agreed with you, Jeremy.
I know. I am amazed. But which way you want to go, Lisa? Heads or tails?
Tails. I'm a lefty.
Oh, there you go. Tails takes it.
Yay.
So April in Portugal moves on.
Always wins.
No, that's not the case. We figured that out before.
Yeah, when Philip picks heads, he wins. Seriously.
Lucky man. But
you totally said it before I said it. I was getting ready to say something along the exact lines.
Yes, as I told my cousins, spitters are quitters.
Yes, exactly.
I agree. But that means that Harley gets started this one. This is a hard one, I think. But it's number 21, "Say You're Mine Again" by Perry Como versus number 6 ranked Till I Waltz Again With You by Teresa Brewer.
Say You're Mine again.
This is a tough one for me, honestly. I like Teresa's voice. That's the thing, is I really like her voice, and that song is a pretty good song. Perry's already in this one, so I'll give it to Teresa. Which way you want to go, Lisa?
Shit.
It's a dead heat for me. I'm going to go with Teresa. Why not? Because I figure Perry's going to make it, so give her a shot.
Exactly. But which way you want to go, CJ?
Yeah, I'd say that makes sense. We'll go with Teresa, I guess.
Which means Teresa does move forward. But the next matchup gets started off by me, and it's number 20 ranked Anna by Silvana Mangano versus number 25 ranked You by the Ames Brothers. And I don't know. I gotta give it to the Ames Brothers. I like Anna was a good song too, but I like the Ames Brothers. Which way you want to go, Lisa?
You. I'm going you. I know, wrong song, but that's okay.
I was gonna say that sounds more like the damn Beatles.
That's okay.
But which way you want to go, CJ?
Yeah, I'm going Ames Brothers. I didn't really like the musical part of the song, but the singing was like far superior. Like if it would have been more of a doo-wop style as opposed to like a Perry Como style, it would have been like much better. But yeah, still better than the other song. What the fuck am I looking at?
And Harley?
I'm going with you.
And we have our first sweep on this side, I believe. And that means the next matchup gets started off by Lisa. And it's number 19 ranked Rags to Riches by Tony Bennett, or number 4 ranked I'm Walking Behind You by Eddie Fisher.
Gotta go with Tony Bennett on this one.
And CJ?
Yeah, it's Tony Bennett. That's like my number one. That's what I have at number 1. So.
And Harley?
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I'm Walking Behind You is a little bit too stalkery to me. But that means the next matchup gets started off by CJ, and it is number 18 ranked E Campari by Julius La Rosa versus number 3 ranked Doggy in the Window by Patty Page.
Yeah, that's Doggy in the Window.
And Harley?
Doggy in the Window.
I actually gotta go with E Campari. I like that song. That song was fun. That was a really fun song, and my grandmother used to sing Doggy in the Window to me like so much when I was a little kid, and I got so sick of that damn song. It's such a song made for kids, I think. It's not really, I can't take it seriously. But which way do you want to go, Lisa?
Oh, Arf, 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 arf.
Doggy in the Window takes it.
Yep.
And that means the next matchup is going to get started off by Harley. This is our last matchup in round 1. It's number 17 ranked Tell Me Your Mind by the Gaylords versus number 2 ranked Vaya Con Dios by Les Paul and Mary Ford.
Tell Me You're Mine.
Vaya Con Dios was good. It was good, but the Gaylords were slightly better. So I gotta go. And it was nice to actually hear Les Paul in one of these brackets with actual vocals in a song. So, but I'll give it to the Gaylords. Which way you want to go, Lisa?
I'm giving it to Via con Dios. I liked it better.
And CJ.
Coin flip, bitches.
Oh,
I'm sorry, what?
I had a feeling, but what are you calling, CJ?
We'll try heads.
Oh, heads takes it.
Stick 'em.
Why? That's what you wanted.
So I said, stick 'em.
Wait a minute, which one? Via con Dios.
Yep, Via con Dios moves on, and that means we get to go to round 2 now. And it's going to start off with me. And it's P.S. I Love You by the Hilltoppers versus St. George and the Dragonette by Stan Freberg. And I got to give it to St. George and the Dragonette. I'm going to be writing that song as long as it's in here. That's a fun song. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
Hold on. Just a sec. Okay. St. George and the Dragonette.
And CJ?
I'm going with the Hilltoppers.
And Harley?
P.S. I love you.
All right, Harley. Gotta be difficult. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Heads takes it again. Kind of seeing a pattern here, but that means St. George and the Dragonette moves on to the quarterfinals. And that means the next matchup gets started off by Lisa. And it's With These Hands by Eddie Fisher versus Pretend by Nat King Cole.
Nat King Cole.
And which way you want to go, CJ?
What was it, Nat King Cole and who?
With These Hands, Eddie Fisher.
Oh, yeah, Nat King Cole.
And Harley?
I could turn my shit up.
With These Hands.
I always forget this goddamn laptop has a up and down volume button.
Yeah, I gotta go with Nat King Cole. I had to listen to a Fisher song one more time for a second to make sure I wasn't thinking of another one. But yeah, I gotta go with Nat King Cole in this one. Sorry, Harley, but that means though that CJ gets to start off a Joni James matchup. It's Your Cheating Heart versus Why Don't You Believe Me?
Cheating Heart.
And Harley?
Why Don't You Believe Me?
Yeah, I gotta go with Why Don't You Believe Me because Your Cheating Heart is better done by Hank Williams by far. And that song, the other song, is actually a good song by her. So which way you want to go, Lisa?
I gotta go with Your Cheating Heart. I didn't like her voice on Why Don't You Believe Me. I do agree about the Hank Williams comment, but that's not the point. So it's a tie.
Heads or tails, Lisa?
Tails, baby.
Yep, tails takes it.
All righty. No, that was a
That was
head.
head.
That was head.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh,
So Why Don't You Believe Me moves forward.
hey, I like that outcome.
I thought you might.
This AI blows, dude. There is nothing about that that's fucking. It's like create an album cover for a hip hop and metal crossover in a Public Enemy visual style, and it gives me like a punk rocker with a like fucking cybercore background. I'm like, nothing about that picture has Public Enemy.
Could have at least put a clock on it.
Do what?
Clock.
I
Could
mean,
have at least put a clock on it or something.
it's like a skinhead looking dude wearing a black leather jacket with chains and spikes, and then like a like a freaking like futuristic cyber
Yeah, no.
background. I'm like, nothing
Nope.
about that says Public Enemy. Like,
But that means that Harley gets to start the last matchup in this side of round 2, and it's a song we haven't seen before. It's number 10, I Believe, by Frankie Lane, going against number 9 ranked Don't Let the Stars Get in Your Eyes by Perry Como.
I Believe.
Yeah, hell no. This Perry Como song is straight fire. It's freaking the whole papaya thing in the front and beginning. Like, I love it. It's fun as shit. Makes you feel like you're at Coca Cabana or something. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
Oh, Perry Como.
And CJ?
Perry Como.
Which means Don't Let the Stars Get in Your Eyes moves on. And on the other side of round 2, we get started off by me, and it's No Other Love by Perry Como versus April in Portugal by Les Baxter. And yeah, I gotta go Perry Como against instrumental. I have to. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
Oh, Perry Como.
And CJ?
I'm sorry. Perry Como, yeah.
And which way would you have gone, Harley?
Yep.
First sweep in round 2, I think, on this side at least. But that means that Lisa starts off this one, and it's Till I Waltz Again with You by Teresa Brewer or You by the Ames Brothers.
Teresa Brewer.
And
Dan.
CJ?
The Ames Brothers.
And Harley?
The Ames Brothers.
Yeah, we're going to have a tie. I'm going with Teresa. And, fuck it, I'll go tails. Nothing like flipping for some tail. Oof. And see, it betrays me. I call forth you from the AI realm. How dare you? But the Ames Brothers do move on. And that means the next matchup gets started off by Lisa. Actually, I'm sorry, by CJ. By CJ. And it's Rags to Riches by Tony Bennett versus Doggy in the Window by Patty Page.
Tony Bennett.
And Harley?
Rags to Riches.
Yeah, 100% yes. 150% fucking yes. Get rid of that horrible Doggy in the Window song. And Lisa, which way would you have gone?
Even though it lost, I'm going to throw one to the Doggy in the Window.
That Doggy is on its way to the pound, but that brings us our last matchup of round 2.
That is not my fault.
With the only other song we haven't touched yet, it's number 2 ranked Vaya Con Dios by Les Paul Mary Ford versus the number 1 ranked song for 53, Song for Moulin Rouge by Percy Faith. How this is number 1, I can't describe, but but which way do you want to go, Harley?
The Moulin Rouge one.
I'm gonna disagree. When I saw the term Moulin Rouge, I was thinking the 2001 movie. And I was like, what? How is this possible? I know it's a real club from France, but how's this possible? But yeah, once I heard it, I was like, oh god, no. Yeah, Vaya Con Dios will get my vote. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
Okay, you do realize the Moulin Rouge one is an instrumental, right? Vaya Con Dios to Moulin Rouge. I want Vaya Con Dios, in case you didn't get that.
I caught it. And CJ?
Yeah, Les Paul, Mary Ford.
And that means Percy Faith is out. This is fast as he came in. But that means we get to start off the quarterfinals. And it's going to get started off by me. And it's St. George and the Dragonette by Stan Freberg versus Pretend by Nat King Cole. I know it's in a losing effort, but I'm still going with St. George. Which way you want to go, Lisa?
Nat King Cole.
And CJ?
Nat King Cole.
And Harley?
Nat King Cole.
As my dream dies. Saw it coming. But Nat King Cole does move into the quarterfinals, as he damn well deserves to. I'm not mad.
Mm-hmm.
Just disappointed. But the other matchup in this side of the quarterfinals gets started off by Lisa. And it's Why Don't You Believe Me by Joni James going against Don't Let the Stars Get in Your Eyes by Perry Como.
Perry Como.
And CJ?
You said Perry Como and who else?
Joni James.
Joni James.
Yeah, Perry Como.
And Harley, which way you want to go?
Perry Como.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. I really can't. It's a good Joni James song, but Perry Como. And on the other side of the quarterfinals, then, it gets started off by CJ. And it's No Other Love by Perry Como versus You by the Ames Brothers.
Perry Como.
And Harley?
Yep.
Oof. Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree. Perry Como should get this one too. And Lisa, which way would you have gone?
So weep.
Seems to be a lot of that going around right now.
Mm-hmm.
And in the final matchup in the quarterfinals, we have again started off by Harley, and it's Rags to Riches by Tony Bennett versus Via Con Dios by Les Paul Mary Ford.
Rags to Riches.
And yeah, I agree. Tony Bennett should get this, in my opinion. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
I'm going to throw it to Via Con Dios. Tony Bennett lost points for me. So.
And CJ?
Flip the coin, bitch. Mary Ford. That's bomb.
Well, coin flip it should be, but which way you picking?
Heads.
Heads takes it.
All right.
So Les Paul does move into the semifinals. And the first semifinals matchup is going to get started off by me. And it's Pretend by Nat King Cole versus Don't Let the Stars Get in Your Eyes by Perry Como. I got to go with Perry Como on this one. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
Nat King Cole.
And CJ?
Nat King Cole.
And Harley, is it going to be a tiebreaker or is Nat King Cole going to the finals?
Perry Como.
There we go. Which means it's going to be heads or tails, Harley.
Let's go with heads because that seems to be.
Oh, and it takes it again. Perry Como moves into the finals. But then that means the other side of the semifinals gets started off by Lisa. And it's going to be No Other Love by Perry Como going against Via Con Dios by Les Paul and Mary Ford.
I'm going to go, once again, I'm going to stick with my Les Paul.
Yep.
And CJ getting that big fat yep. And yeah, I will for this one. This Perry Como song is not as good as the other one. Which means it will be Les Paul in the finals. But which way would you have gone, Harley?
Yep.
Why is my copy not working?
Fucking nail clippers at.
There we go. And that means for the third and fourth place matchup, it's going to get started off by CJ. And it's number 13 ranked Pretend by Nat King Cole versus number 8 ranked No Other Love by Perry Como.
We'll go Nat King Cole.
And Harley?
Perry Como.
Yeah, I got to get that one to Nat King Cole, honestly. But Lisa, which way you want to go?
Nat King Cole.
Which means Nat King Cole does win third place in this one. But for the final matchup, it gets started off by Harley. And it's number 9 ranked Don't Let the Stars Get in Your Eyes by Perry Como, or number 2 ranked Vaya Con Dios by Les Paul and Mary Ford.
Perry Como.
Yeah, I'm about to give that a big fat yup. But which way you want to go, Lisa?
I still got to go with Vaya Con Dios.
And CJ.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, a coin flip in the finals now. That's something that doesn't happen often. But where you want it to be, CJ? Final call of the day.
You know, I'm going to go tails. I got a feeling this one's going to land tails.
Heads it is. Which means that we end up with a final four. No Other Love by Perry Como taking 4th place. Pretend by Nat King Cole taking 3rd place. Vaya Con Dios by Les Paul Mary Ford taking 2nd place. Number 2 taking 2nd place. I like it. And number 9 ranked Don't Let the Stars Get in Your Eyes by Perry Como taking 1st place. Still, what a year for Perry Como. 2 spots in the final 4.
All righty. Showing up.
And Harley, take your damn show back.
Okay, guys. Well, that does it for this episode of The Asylum with Harley and Joker. Hey, CJ, let them know where they can find you.
I am everywhere like a bad rash. Music God CJ Plain Rocks is the main spot. Music God Reacts or Music God Reviews on YouTube. Or just type in what you see on the screen and all kinds of crap will pop up and you'll find my ugly mess.
Okay. And Lisa, let them know where they can find you.
We are at yaahapod, yaahapod.com for our regular podcast. And then our new political podcast called Political Cadence is available on politicalcadence.com. And that comes out on Sundays. Comes out more often, but less specifically.
Okay, guys. Well, join us next week on the 25th for King Joker's birthday episode. It is that time of year again. And we will see you well, we're not doing that again this year. That episode got banned. Well, it got flagged.
I had to see Michael Colby's titties. God damn it.
We will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.